We have Joko calling in right now. You guys ready for this?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Are you ready for this?
Are you ready for Joko?
Is Joko ready for this?
He is, he says.
Maybe I'll play that for you.
Hello, Jonathan. Can you hear us?
Yes. Can you hear me?
We can.
Fantastic.
The system works.
How's
How's it going?
It's going very well. How are you?
Tired, but good.
Really tired. That surprises me.
Yeah. Shocking, I'm sure. Yeah. Oh,
It is
good
very
video.
shocking.
Excellent. We love video.
Me too. It's going to be very, very dynamic. It's going to be a lot of shots that look like this.
Yep. And then
Like it.
also shots that look like.
Sometimes it might look like this.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
I might give you one of these.
Maybe at one point you can run to the back of the room.
Ooh.
I don't know about that. I'm probably not going to get out of the chair.
That's fair.
Smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyone who wants to can go to desertbus.org and find Jonathan's thread and post some questions. Questions there for us to ask him. And have you seen any of our? Have you had opportunity to see any of our other guest calls?
No, I have not.
Okay.
How have they been going?
Then you won't be prepared for the question we've been asking everybody, and I don't know why we've been asking everybody this. What is your stance on erotic Star Trek fan fiction?
My stance?
Yes.
What is my stance? I support it.
Good answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like this is America. This is the United States of America, and if you would like to see, if you would like to read or write fiction about Spock and Kirk getting it on, then that's fine with me. I don't. I haven't spent a lot of time either reading or writing Star Trek erotic fiction, but I fully support its right to exist.
What about cross-genre Star Trek fanfic? Like different ones, like Next
Like
Gen
different
and-
like different series. I think
Yeah.
that falls under the umbrella of.
Yeah.
Oh no, that shit is sick. That shit is sick.
There you go.
Only the original Star Trek may be eroticized
All right.
in fan fiction. Otherwise, you're a pervert.
There's actually there's a question here that is something I've been curious of. How much creative control did you have over Want You Gone for the Portal 2 soundtrack, and how much about the game did you know when you sat down to write it?
I had, the process worked for both. Worked the same for both songs and both games, which is that they filled me in with what they knew. When we first started talking, and then they gave me additional info as they had it, and I got to play the game early on. I spent a lot of time talking to the writer about the story that was in the game and whatever backstory. But both games had a lot of backstory that they wrote just for themselves to know what was going on, because there were bits and pieces that they thought they might include, but then they didn't include them. I had a pretty full picture of the story both times, and then they kind of just let me do what I what I wanted to do, and both times they liked what I came back with, and they were really great to work with both times.
Awesome. Dear Dr. Jonathan Coulton, what was R.E. Your Brains in reply to? Will we ever find out the text of Your Brains?
I see. That is a question written by, I'm guessing, a young person who never worked in an office before there was email. The use of re and a colon as a reply to something, I think, is a unique thing to email. It used to be in offices when you had to send a message to somebody, you had to type it onto a piece of paper, and you would put your name, who it was to, and then the subject, and re was short for regarding. And then you would put it in a brown paper envelope, and you would write the code number of the office that they were in, and you would put it in the box, and some person would manually carry that letter to another person elsewhere in the building. So it wasn't always a reply to something, but these days you don't need to send those kinds of letters, and so the emails. I don't think there was any original letter that was in response to.
There's a
I think that
company-wide
was,
memo, RE Brains.
Yeah, I think that listen, that guy has obviously been working in that office for a long, long time because he's fully absorbed its culture. He's drunk the Kool-Aid, so he was probably around in that office before they had email. I would not be surprised.
What's been your weirdest fan moment? I assume relating to fans of yours, not people that you are fans of.
Yeah.
Tell us about the time you went totally nerd on someone. No.
It happens a lot. This is always a tough question because, like, your weirdest fan moments are probably not stories you're ever going to tell. For the most part, I haven't had too many weird ones. I'm trying to think. People have strange requests often. They make me sign parts of their body. They make me call their girlfriend or their friend or whatever. That happens from time to time. That's always odd when they they come up to the table and they have a phone and they were already on a call with someone and they say, "Will you talk to this person?" Okay, sure.
Who is this person?
Yeah, exactly. And then I have a conversation with a stranger about whatever. I don't know. I'm not giving you a very interesting response. It's not very interesting being me is the thing. I think everybody expects there are going to be all these crazy tour stories and crazy fan stories. It's really not that weird most of the time.
Well, I thought that was a great answer.
Oh, thanks. I wasn't fishing for a compliment.
No, okay.
Let's make it weird then. Could you tell Merlin to make more You Look Nice today?
Yes.
Yes.
Please.
I would love for Merlin to make more You Look Nice Todays. That show is a very funny show.
Thanks to you.
Yeah, well, not only thanks to me. I was only on that one episode there, but those guys are hilarious. They're great. I don't know if you've been listening, but Merlin has a newish podcast called Roderick on the Line.
We could geek out about that for days.
Oh man, I was just on tour for a while, opening for They Might Be Giants, and in the van we listened to several episodes of Roderick on the Line, and it's the perfect podcast. It's one of those things. It's strangely compelling. It's really long, and you're kind of like, why am I still listening to this? But you can't stop. It's bizarrely interesting to hear those two people talk to each other. I don't know why. Because they're both interesting, funny people.
And again, they talk about you, so it works out.
Yeah, that's the only reason I listen. I listen for when they talk about me, when they say good things about me.
When we, you're familiar with sort of how Desert Bus, the game itself, operates, right?
I am, yes.
Yeah. So when we saw, when we were at PAX and we saw the T-shirts for Good Morning Tucson, having not yet been apprised of the existence of the song, we were sort of like, what? Because now and forever, whenever we see Tucson, all we can think of is Desert Bus. So someone here is asking the question: will we ever see the companion piece Good Morning Vegas?
Yeah, that hadn't even occurred to me. But I think that's a fine idea for a follow-up song. Those will be the first and last pieces of the 2.5-hour piece of musical theater that I will write about Desert Bus.
Excellent.
It should be probably around 8 hours. I think.
Yeah. It'll have to be very, very long.
It should be 8 hours, and it should be just one note played on the trumpet.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. How did you get involved with doing the music for Portal originally? How did you hook up with Valve?
They Kim Swift, who was the lead on the first Portal game, she was part of that group that they hired away from the program they were at. They made that Narbacular Drop game that became Portal. And she was a fan, and she came to a show of mine in Seattle, and introduced herself after the show. And she said, would you ever want to write music for for Valve, and I said sure, and then they had me into their offices to talk about stuff, and it sort of went from there. I think when Kim and I first talked, I don't think we knew that it was going to be Portal per se. She had some idea that it would be fun to put a song in there, but we talked about a number of different other possibilities, but that seemed like the most obvious one to do.
Dear Dr. Joko, are the symbols on the album of Artificial Heart designed in any particular code? Is there a message I'm not seeing? Huge fan, come to Vancouver more.
Yeah, I will say, for the record, first of all, let me say I'm not a doctor. I'm also not a professor.
Everyone at Desert Bus gets a doctorate.
Yep.
Is that true?
Yeah,
Is
that's
it
how it
doctor?
works.
Everyone words their questions as Dear Dr. Blank.
Yep.
True. We're the internet's most eminent degree farm.
Yeah,
basically.
all you have to do is show up.
Yeah.
Are you accredited or just eminent?
Sure.
Yes to both.
Why not?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, fantastic. I'm holding
We're
my
double
hands
plus eminent.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the.
Right.
These are the. I don't know if you can see this. These are the symbols that that person is talking about
Yeah.
on the back of the album Artificial Heart. They do have meaning, and you need to ask the people at Tucson Diagnostics, the mysterious corporation that created the symbols for diagnostic purposes.
All right.
I can't say any more than that because I don't actually know. I don't know all the details myself. I just follow instructions really. So.
If you had a time machine and knew that you would not be able to change or affect history, where would be the first place you would visit?
The first place or the first time?
The first place, the first place and time you would visit.
I'm being a jerk.
I misread the question.
Yeah.
Do I have to go back? I have to go
Nope.
back to
No,
the
you can go
past.
forward.
I feel like I would probably want to go forward more than I would want to go back. I don't know. Back seems like I don't know. I might go see the dinosaurs. I might want to check out some dinosaurs. I would be interested in that. What else? I don't know. Most of history seems so grueling and everybody was, poor and hungry and filthy and sick all the time before we had technology to save us. So I don't know. No, forward. Always forward. Come on. Aren't you curious? I want to, we're just on the eve of the singularity. I feel like I would zip forward, a decade at a time until some crazy stuff started to happen.
Well, I understand it'll be the future soon. So. Yeah. Oh, come on! You were all thinking. Every single one of you was thinking it.
We were all
respectful.
We were all respectful not to say it.
But we have restraint.
No, I was thinking the
I
world
have-
is over in 2012 anyway.
I have no filters at this point.
Read your puns.
Yeah.
So you can only go ahead 1 year.
All right. Oh yeah, how do you feel about the creepy doll magic card?
Oh, I think it's awesome. I think it's very flattering. Where was I? I was in Seattle, and some folks from Wizards of the Coast came to the show and brought me a deck that they made.
Yeah, Mark Rosewater was there.
Yeah, specifically to use the creepy doll card, and it's I haven't played with it yet because I actually don't. I'm new to Magic, and I don't have any people around me who know how to play. So I've been waiting for the right opportunity to teach my wife how to play. I think that's going to result in either arguments or I don't know. It's going to make her mad. Somehow it's going to make her mad. I
Next
think.
time we're in the same place, we should play. You versus Loading Ready Run.
Oh yeah, yeah. That sounds fair. That sounds fair.
Yeah.
We actually have, because people in the chat are mentioning it. So we have a thing. Okay, there was a character design that originally, when Kathleen designed it years ago, was called the Littlest Reaper, and then it was just referred to idly in a video as a creepy doll, not meaning to be referencing your song at all, but it is now evolved into the creepy doll, and we have our own, because you can see our video. This is there he is.
Oh my!
That's the that's our creepy doll.
That's very creepy for sure.
It's the cold dead grin.
Yeah, gets you every time.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, no.
It's very nice.
Anyway, some people in the chat were saying we ought to introduce him.
Yeah, sure.
And we're
No, but I
auctioning
want to point out the most awesome thing about the creepy doll card is that it is indestructible.
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. In fact,
It's awesome.
in probably 15, 20 minutes or so after your call, we're going to be auctioning off an amazing Magic the Gathering auction, which is a full uncut sheet of rares from that expansion, including the creepy doll card on that sheet.
Holy moly!
Yeah. But
That's awesome.
we actually have an auction of your stuff to do.
Oh, do we?
We do, or at least you told us we do.
No, Liz has it. Liz has
Oh,
it.
Liz has it. Okay.
Liz has it. No, I think I remember Liz stole it from my merch table.
Yeah.
When I wasn't looking.
Sounds like Liz.
It's
Yeah.
it is described succinctly as all the CDs and 2 shirts. It contains a signed copy of Artificial Heart, all the thing a week,
Like
the-
that. Yeah. I don't have that in front of me.
best concert ever, CD, DVD, Joko Looks Back, Smoking Monkey, a large-sized Skull Crusher Mountain shirt, and a 2XL Code Monkey shirt.
Oh, fantastic!
Yeah.
That's a that's a high value item right there. All that stuff together, that's worth easily. I can't even do the math. That's how much it's worth.
Stolen from Jonathan's very own merch table.
That's right.
And
The
somehow...
shirts alone would run you $50. So, you know.
Hey, Liz is in the chat. She says she will ship it to you.
Great.
Hi, Liz.
Hi, Liz.
I Liz.
So, I think that we should, we should start the bidding on that. Oh, you probably need this number.
Yeah.
It's 135. And we are going to open the bidding. The bidding is open.
And $500.
And the first bid is $500.
Away we go.
Go St. Jimothy. I like this. People have learned. They're starting strong.
Start strong.
And they are bidding definitively.
Double madness all the way across the board.
$600.
Wow. Well, I should auction off all my stuff instead of selling it at fixed prices.
$700. We've considered that too. We don't think that people would. We don't think people would give us as much cash if we weren't raising it. If we weren't doing it for charity.
$800. Suffix.
What are you people doing?
No, don't
worth that much,
don't
man.
question that.
don't discourage it.
That's right.
Encourage it. Harass them if they aren't bidding high enough.
There you go.
It is kind of. I mean, given that it's for charity, 800 is kind of a piss poor
Oh,
bid.
good point.
Good point.
The Paul and Storm lot went for $10.40.
So you want to beat them.
Come on.
Yeah, there we go. $900 right there.
$900.
If we don't beat 1040, I am officially quitting the business.
1039 would be a huge troll. So
Now we
keep
have
that
to,
in mind.
Now we have to get higher than 1040.
If it doesn't go higher than 1040, I will go back and get a software job.
Oh no, 910.
Why do you hate yourself? 910 we're up to.
Oh, somebody just bid 1050. Oh, but they're not voiced.
Oh.
Mr. Gloomby has bid previously, and he was trying to bid. I'm sure that the tech table is on it, as they have been every other time that we've ever had a problem. We turn around and tell them, they're like, "Yes, we know. Shut up. We're dealing with it." In fact, let's get a shot of them.
He just did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There they are. Handling problems. All right. So what are we up to?
We're
up
at
to
910 right now.
910 currently.
Yeah. I believe from. Oh!
There it is. That is the perfect.
$1,039.99. Reaction shot of Jonathan.
Go.
Go to Jonathan.
Is that Paul and Storm who made that bit?
Oh, so good.
If anyone wants
Can I
to,
throw in a penny so I don't have to get my software job again?
I think someone's trying to bid higher, but it needs to be a $5 increment. You know what? Just for fun, we're gonna go once on that. 10:39.
Yes, we are.
There
Hey,
we go.
10:45.
10:45.
There you go. You were safe.
Oh my god.
It's okay. You can keep making
You
music.
live to sing another day.
Oh, jeez.
You can get out of the chat
My
and
whole life left.
Yeah.
Yeah. You didn't need to bid. Yeah, you didn't need to place that bid yourself. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have too.
Oh goodness. All right. 10:45. We'll call going once. Why is it? Oh, wait.
Paul and Storm are in the chat. They just boot it.
Paul and Storm just said we now vow to go get software jobs. Wonderful. All right. 10:45 going twice.
Oh.
Can anybody step to Jared?
Is anyone gonna let?
I'll have to figure out what to do with an extra large shirt.
Jared is my savior. Jared, I owe Jared my life.
Yes.
Paul and Storm say, "Damn it, Coulton."
Yeah.
Sorry guys, I guess bacon just wasn't enough.
Yeah, I know.
All right, we've gone once, we've gone twice. Snipers, take your shot.
No!
Jared at 10:45.
Fantastic.
I messed with my cadence, Ashton. Sorry.
Yeah. $5.
Ashton's got himself.
You said
Jared.
snipers instead of soul.
Oh,
Tell Jared
wonderful.
if he doesn't have, if either of those sizes is not right for him, tell him to just send me an email and I'll get him shirts in whatever size he wants.
Oh,
That's
awesome.
awesome.
Thank you so much.
Sure.
Where's your book?
What book?
Exactly.
The fact book.
Yeah.
It's upstairs. I gave it to Kara.
Oh,
We can
okay.
write it down
Well,
for
I'll
something
get a new
else.
one anyway.
Yeah.
Hey, so we've been collecting facts from everyone who calls in. We get $5 per fact. It can be about anything. It can be about you. It can be a piece of trivia. But we're collecting a variety of delightful facts. Did you know we got a fact from Molly Lewis's mom that that Molly's nickname when she was a baby was Gorbachev.
Why? Why on earth?
She had like she
Strawberry
posted.
Marlins.
Big strawberry
Yeah.
red patch on her head.
She tweeted a picture actually about it to explain why. So they would call
Really?
yeah, they called her Gorby.
That's adorable. That's adorable and sad.
Well, she got better.
just like Molly herself. So a fact. Let's see.
It doesn't have to be like an embarrassing baby story. We've had many facts about animals, so you're welcome to go that route.
It can just be a fact about anything at all.
Anything at all.
Facts. I had the strange impulse to go to Google and Google the word fact so that I can come up with something. But obviously, I know a lot of facts. You know what? I'll tell you a fact about my past.
All right.
I'm not particularly proud of this. When I was a child, how old was I? I must have been in. I was probably in. It was probably the end of my elementary school career. I was maybe in 6th grade, 5th grade, 7th grade, somewhere around there. A neighborhood friend of mine and I, every day after school, would ride our bikes to the store, walk into the store, steal something, and then ride home.
Wow.
And we spent it must have been an entire year we spent every day after school riding to the store, the same store every time, same kids, same time of day, walk in, buy nothing, leave. And it sort of escalated until finally at the end of our run, I stole a two-man tent by hiding it under my coat.
Wow.
Wow.
And they didn't catch you?
Your criminal escapade
No,
is
they,
now
they
revealed
did
on the
not.
internet.
I don't. I
How
don't
did
really
they
have
not
any
catch
explanation.
you?
You were like 12 or 13, and that tent was been you. You were like,
Yeah, it was. I
It must
remember
have been so
I
obvious.
had like one. It was the winter. I had one of those big, puffy winter coats.
yeah.
I blame whoever was running that store that they didn't
You must
pick
have
up
been
the
drunk or
two
something.
kids coming in at the same time every day and buying nothing every day. And they
Yeah,
didn't.
I mean, and it was, it was always like, I mean, it started out, it was a candy bar, it was a small toy, and then we were stealing like 5-pound bags of gummy bears. And, it got crazy. My friend eventually got caught. I sort of, after the two-man tent incident, I was like, that's, you know what? I feel like I've taken it about as far as I could go.
I've peaked.
Yes.
Yeah, I've peaked. I don't want to, I
Now
want to
is
put well
the-
on my head.
Now is
I'm
the
gonna-
winter of our discount tent.
That was the chat. Don't blame Graham on that one.
Thank you, chat room.
Yes.
That's very good. That's very good. But then my friend got caught, and he got caught like stealing a Starlight Mint or something, something pathetic.
Ridiculous.
And I was with him, and I hadn't stolen anything, but we had to go up to the office, to the scary grocery store office, talk to the manager, and tell our parents. It was very embarrassing.
Well, that's okay. So I'm writing the fact down as Joko reformed shoplifter.
Yes. Well, we don't know.
We
don't
Sorry,
know.
you
That's
don't
He
true.
said he stopped
Maybe,
then.
Maybe
Maybe
not.
he's
Back
No,
then,
I should state for the record. I believe stealing is wrong.
Okay.
Okay.
I've come around to that way of
He
thinking.
was an accomplished juvenile thief.
Yeah.
Right, okay, that's better.
Level
Yeah.
5. Level 5.
Level 5 juvenile thief.
Level 5.
Is that what a two-man tent is? Is that level 5?
Oh, it's gotta be.
I feel like level 5, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, it's definitely level 5.
Yeah.
It's bigger than a bread box.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
It is. I never stole a bread box.
You did have that +2 code
We've
of
planted
stealing.
the seed.
Yes. Do you still have the tent?
No, I don't think I do. I'm pretty sure I don't. It was a pretty cheap tent, honestly. We camped out in it once, and then, I don't know, we probably set it on fire and threw it away or something.
So you were an arsonist too. That's cool.
Oh, yeah, an
Yeah, that's
arsonist.
Left in a ditch.
Awesome.
Probable arsonist.
Well, thank you so much for calling in and for facilitating that auction. That was really awesome.
Well, thank you guys. I certainly appreciate what you're doing. It's very, very brave and selfless thing, because it seems like it's a terrible game.
It is. It
It
is
is
a terrible.
really bad.
Come in and do an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should come
That's right. You
visit.
can come down anytime.
No, thank you.
Smart. Smart
Right.
answer.
If you're ever on tour in Canada and you need a kazoo player,
Oh yeah, this is your guy.
This guy's amazing. Search, okay, seriously, when you're done this, Google Game of Thrones kazoo. It's the first result, right? Yeah. We performed Bij on guitar and Ian on kazoo, did the Game of Thrones theme song, and it was amazing.
I have it queued up for my listening pleasure. When I
There you go.
Excellent. All right. Thank you for calling in.
Thank you guys. Good luck.
Thanks, Jonathan.
Bye.
Bye, Jonathan. Bye.
Yay.
Oh, I joke.